Eres un estúpido. Perdóname, porque te dije lo que oíste.
¡Tenemos un maldito problema, doctor! ¿A dónde?
¡Ah, chinguen a su madre! ¡Nada, adiós!
¡No sirve para nada!
Bueno, sí, definitivamente el plantel de Monterrey pues tiene sus características peculiares. Aún así, yo creo que nuestro equipo tiene la capacidad para competir. ¿Qué es lo que pasó? Que tuvimos poco tiempo para preparar el juego. Me parece que durante el primer tiempo no estuvimos lo suficientemente coordinados para resolver las situaciones en defensa de esa necesidad. Y en ofensiva tampoco estuvimos en la misma sintonía para tomar el balón y de esa manera también defendernos con la pelota, es decir, tuvimos muchas pérdidas de balón. Eso es respecto al juego. Después, respecto a los compañeros que mencionas, pues son muchachos que por decisiones tácticas, por decisiones, sí, sobre todo tácticas, hemos decidido que ahorita en este momento están jugando los compañeros que están siendo convocados.
¡Centro! ¡Del Monterrey!
Why even do this in the first place? This team is going to be erased from existence and they think this will turn things around? Sure, why not? Christian Ramirez will be more than pleased to leave this sinking ship and try something else. So in comes the new scapegoat in Sergio Bueno to try to steer this sinking ship into the depths of the sea. A man that hasn't been employed since his tenure in the Jaguars in a decade. Fitting for a man to leave a dead franchise for another one on its way. Yeah, this is going to work very well, I'm very sure. Why? Why not wait until after the World Cup? What benefits come from joining them now when you could have had more better chances later on? Or maybe he got tired of this team consistently flopping and decided to chase glory. Can't see how bad this can end up. This game was very much a war with these two teams out to get each other in the first half. Both of these two were handed the red card to have both of them being down to 10 men, with one spilling a few bits of war paint in the match. Thankfully, Atlas was able to get the lead and be able to maintain it from the constant pressure that Necaxa was pushing throughout the second half and gain a quick sigh of relief before their bye-week game against Mazatlan. Painful, but slow and steady, Foxes. You got more weeks coming your way. A little break for Chivas with a home game against the Roosters and being able to take a confident 3 points for their fans and be at the top of the league. Nothing too much to complain about their form, but this type of confidence needs to be seriously checked considering that we have seen this team be at the top and then decide to just flop in the last weeks of the season. So while yes, this performance is good for the team, I wouldn't step off the gas at any time as this is what they need for a title contention. After that inexcusable loss to Pumas last week, Tigres receives the defending champs in a finals rematch to be the ultimate test of each other's performance. This turned out to be a close match, with each being close to getting their own chances at taking the lead. Tigres did get a little unlucky with being down with 10 men, but I think they can still pull something off.
Suspiro del partido que va a durar.
Yeah, I think we can call that ref ball. I don't think that was enough to call that a foul. Alas, we have them both divide a point each and have a little disappointment with the ending of that game, but still being a good game. Looks like Puebla finally gets their chance to expel their home intruders, in which the result ends up terrible. It took 10 minutes for them to be down to 10 men. Thanks to that error, Cruz Azul just took absolute control of the game, but they somehow took until the 78th minute to finally take the lead. I know that you had the advantage, Cruz Azul, but I would rather prefer that you finish off the game and not have to worry about them somehow pulling off a tie and asking how you let that happen. So, this game turned out to be a late thrill matchup. Apparently, Tijuana seems to have struggled with San Luis. I know San Luis beat America last week, but I didn't think that they would actually give Tijuana a run for their money here. Even with that early lead, San Luis was able to do a great job to keep the pressure in this game, and considering that they were able to pull the late last-minute upset and tie the game up, I say that they did a great job holding up against Tijuana in a field that, believe it or not, is a difficult place to get an advantage on them. Did I expect this outcome? Considering who the teams are, it is very obviously predictable. One team that lost against a poor team going against a team that they think just because they miraculously won last week, that they now feel in. Honestly, this was gonna be a train wreck way before the game started. At least last week gave us a surprise. This is just nature running its course, with these being the same team as seasons before, with them not moving the needle to where the expectations should be. Just get the fuck out of my sight, you two. It's about time you guys decided to show up for the season. You actually showed up to compete with the Stallions and make this an enjoyable game to watch. Crazy I'm saying that with these two. Santos was able to respond in kind by taking the lead early on, and then make a quick response to retake the lead and make it something that those people in the stands have hope that there is actual talent in this squad. So you're telling me that Santos can actually win a game?
Tiene lo propio. Es el Puma. ¡Golazo!
Nope, never mind. Looks like that's not going to be the case here. At least you got your first point in the season. Hey, it's better than being stuck at 0 with Mazatlan. For the love of God, what the hell is going on with this team? 3 games and not 1 goal has been scored. This is a complete disaster. Going against the slowly recuperating Pachuca and you can't win? At what point does change need to happen? Until they get embarrassed late in the season and do the changes too late. Can I please feel joy with this team again, please?
Pues tiene sus características peculiares. Aún así, yo creo que nuestro equipo tiene la capacidad para competir. ¿Qué es lo que pasó? Que tuvimos poco tiempo para preparar el juego. Me parece que